Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Unsolved Canadian Mysteries. Today I am with my tri-hosts, Dylan Fairman.
Hello.
And Christina.
Hello.
We haven't seen Christina since last Halloween, and that's because this Halloween is another Halloween episode.
Yeah!
Yeah! So Christina, where are we?
We're at the First Wolseley Cemetery. Or First Cemetery, no.
Yeah?
First Wolseley Cemetery. I said it right the first time.
This cemetery is one of the many that Wolseley has, and this one has some paranormal activity. Some people say that when they do recordings here at night, they can hear some growling coming from within the cemetery. All we can hear right now is that farm equipment in the distance and some yappy ass dogs over there on the horizon. Some other people say there's some weird feelings in there. They get really creeped out in there. Nothing quite like the Kronsberg Cemetery from a couple years ago, but see what we see when we get inside.
Be careful!
Oh, barbed wire too, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, it might not be able to go in.
Yeah, you might have to just talk about it from out here.
What? Are we being illegal?
Wow, Kenton, you're so discreet.
The original Wolseley Cemetery. The first interment in this cemetery took place in 1883. This cairn was erected in Wolseley's centennial year of 1998.
The year I was born.
So it is placed here to honor the men and women who were instrumental in the settlement of the town and district of Wolseley. Now, as we wander around the cemetery, you're going to notice a lack of graves, because in 1905, a fire came through and burned all the wooden crosses down. So the cemetery is full and no longer in use. But you're going to see there's a lot of empty spots here. Let's keep going.
Should we close the gate just in case the ghosts are going out?
No.
Yeah, we don't want the ghost to get out. That's a good point, Christina.
Lock it, just in case.
Well, you can't have both.
There's no name on this one. Is there? There is, okay. George Gurley.
Okay, Kenton. If there's one way to get spirits to kill you, it's that.
To make them mad.
Robert Taylor. Died 1890. Born 1871. It's an old grave. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. So, there's a paranormal group in Regina called PAST, or the Paranormal and Supernatural Team. And they've come out here a few times in the past and said that there's some kind of intelligent spirit that lives in the cemetery. They didn't know who it is, but maybe they will reach out tonight and talk to us.
We want to talk to us. A lot.
We want to talk to us?
Okay, can I say it again?
Gone to rest. 1885. Oh my god! It's huge! I didn't realize how empty it was.
It's very spooky. So are we just like walking on people that are dead right now inside?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's why they're mad. And they're coming out. Because we're just walking on top of them. We don't even know who is under me right now.
You think about it, it's all full, right? So it's all full of people, but you don't know who they are or where they are. Looks like there's something over there on the left corner, but it's tough to say. Oh, these are new. 1889. That's an interesting little arrowhead on that one.
1907, Denver, 1966.
Oh, okay. Must be like a Rainville plot because they're all Rainville except for this one. And Flight. Okay. I wonder why they're over here.
I wonder why she gets a bigger thing.
Well, there's some traditions where they'll put that there so like if there's a high water table, the body doesn't surface again.
Oh.
Other times it's just so you know where the body's laying as opposed to where they're just like an empty lot. You don't know where the body is exactly. Mm-hmm. Very common in like Judaism, but
yeah.
I wonder if it's like because they're Métis or indigenous, that's why they're over here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something in here.
Like what?
There's a gate right here.
Oh my god. Okay, this is very creepy.
Can you hold this?
Yes. I don't know how you're gonna... Okay. Kenton is a hero.
We're a psycho.
Or both. Be careful, Kenton.
You want to go over that? Oh, there's a hinge, but it's going to be difficult to get over there.
I'm not sure if we should open that.
Okay.
You know?
You guys, I'm not going in there.
Why?
No way.
Hold on, let's put the hinge out of the way. Napoleon and Mary Agnes, 1946 and 1942. Cool. Cool. Anybody else?
I don't know.
That's all for them? Who were these people? Who were the Rainvilles? Awesome.
We need to search now.
Gotta do more research.
Yeah.
Did you want to try and talk to the Rainvilles?
Oh my god.
Is there any specific way you can do it?
Just talk to them. I'll start. I'll put down the lantern.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hello, Napoleon and Mary Agnes. My name is Kenton. This individual's lady's name is Christina. And that fine gentleman over there.
You just call me Steve.
Okay.
That's Steve.
Steve.
You know, it's not his real name, but it's okay.
You have a cool little thing you got going on here. Can you tell us why it's closed off? Sometimes they close off graves like this to kind of show where they're buried, but this is a pretty big plot. Is there more than just the two of you here? There's other Rainvilles just outside the bushes. Does anyone ever come visit you? Like to visit them?
It's very creepy.
Cool, alright. That was worth it. So they died after the fire. Interesting.
What do you smell, Kenton?
Fire. Maybe it is like, you know, coming because how do you say it when a place is haunted and then things happen? Maybe that's why we smell fire.
Like a residual ghost kind of thing, yeah. Something right there on the ground.
Oh.
Oh,
it's a hole.
Yeah. Get away from that badger hole.
Come on, could you imagine being a badger in a cemetery? Probably just so annoyed.
Yeah, could you imagine being a person in a cemetery when a badger wakes up because it's nocturnal?
Are these for babies or something?
It's either a headstone or it's a footstone to say where their grave ends. There's no marking on it, so I'm leaning towards that. HSP.
Our darling.
Lies here.
Lies here, right? Oh, yeah, lies here. That must be a kid, right?
Yeah. No date. As I said earlier, there's a couple different cemeteries in Wolseley. This is the First Wolseley Cemetery, which was raised by a fire in 1905, so they began using the other cemetery. It was already open at that point, but they moved everything over there. There's also another one south of the city, town of Wolseley. This one has the grave of Rosa Moore. Rosa was I think about 6-year-old girl near Candiac, Saskatchewan, about 20 kilometers or so away from here. One day, her and her siblings were out playing, and they all went home, and she didn't come home, and she was missing. She was found a little while later. She was stabbed in the neck, and her body was mutilated. They tracked down a man named Sam Pryor, and he kind of confessed to the crime, saying that he was in trouble, and if the courts found out he was going to be in more trouble. He wasn't all there mentally, but he was an Englishman. He was one of those boys that were taken from England because they had no families, and they were brought over here and sent to a farm to work and try and have a better life. A lot of them didn't end up doing good things. And he said that this little girl was Russian, and she made fun of him, and he hated Russians, so he's the one who went and killed her. But the evidence that says that he did it, besides his testimony, was pretty weak. The clothes he was wearing with blood on them didn't match the clothes that someone said they saw the killer wearing. They thought the blood on his clothes could have been, they determined, from a mammal. They didn't have DNA at the time. It was definitely a mammal's DNA, but he said he had nosebleeds often, and he killed some ducks recently, so it was duck blood too. There's other evidence, but nothing really circumstantial or anything really convicting except for his testimony. He said he did it, and that was enough for the courts. He was going to be sentenced to hang, but because of his clear mental condition, they decided instead to put him in a penitentiary in Alberta for the rest of his life. So her body's at the other cemetery. It's often a place people will go and see her and hear that story. There's a lot more to what the court case in that, but that's one of the big crimes in Wolseley is her body and that thing that happened to her. It's an important story. We just visited a child's grave, so we should stop and talk about it. But I think she haunts the grave, but I can't see it because you think everything she would haunt the farm or her house or something. Like, she has no attachment to Wolseley, no attachment to this area, so why would she be here? That's what they say.
Better places to haunt.
She got this stuff going on, yeah. Last thing I want to do is haunt a cemetery. Like, I'd maybe haunt my house or something. But
you would.
I would. Oh, I'd haunt both, you know. Multitask. I'm always so busy, so I might as well do both. This is another child's grave over here. You can tell because of the lamb. In memory of Leslie Wellington, aged 5 months and 25 days.
That's so sad.
Okay, next one.
What the fuck?
Our darling C. Burns Cody, youngest son of Janet Cody, died. His ages was 4 years, 3 months, and 26 days. 1883. So that's one of the first ones here.
C. Burns, how are you today? How was your day? Tell us a story. What do you do all day?
You're asking a lot.
Well, I hear something. So, do you hear it? Or am I the only one?
I don't hear anything. Wind?
Yeah.
Car? We lost our farming friend.
I guess it is the car. I guess it's cars from the highway. Or it's C. Burns trying to talk to me. was 4 years old. That's sad. It's okay, seabirds. You'll come back. Maybe as a butterfly. Or maybe like a dinosaur. Maybe he liked the dinosaurs. You know?
He probably didn't know much about dinosaurs because it wasn't taught that much back then.
Okay.
It was more like they were discovering them.
Right.
I don't want to question your logic, Christina, but I don't think he's going to come back as a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of gone too.
Yeah, but you never know. Maybe they'll come back.
They'll return, yeah. Yeah, okay.
See?
Sure.
In closing,
In closing, Christina and Dylan, what did you guys think of the First Wolseley Cemetery?
I liked it. It's cute. It has a lot of stories. And there's a lot of stories that we don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are already, like, some tombstones that we, like, you know, people probably come and, like, I don't know how to say that, but they come and visit. they come and visit the cemetery, but there's probably so many other people that we don't even know that they're there.
plus the family on the outskirts there, and the
Rainvilles.
yeah, and they're having the newest as well.
Interesting, yeah. I'm surprised that they have barbed wire around the cemetery. Almost didn't see it, almost walked into it, but like...
Yeah, that sounds like you.
If they... Like, it's not locked, so like, why have the barbed wire to stop animals, I guess? But they'll just go under the wire, so... I don't know.
I don't know, I'm not a farm kid, I have no idea.
I like it.
That little corner there, like, it's so interesting. Like, I would like to know why it's like in the corner, but also like, why is nobody like taking care of it, but the other half is taken care of.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because like the last grave there, they died in 2009. That was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But like, that's not 15 years worth of growth on that area. That's a lot of growth.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I thought that was cool too. Yeah. More to learn. Thank you everybody for another episode of Unsolved Canadian Mysteries. There's a lot of unsolved mysteries here in the First Wolseley Cemetery. Maybe some we'll learn about. Maybe some we'll just rest. Anyway, thank you, Christina, for coming out tonight. And thank you for Dylan for being the #1 cameraman.
Yep.
And thank you, listeners. Have a happy Halloween. And if you enjoyed this, we have more on the Patreon.